There are a number of methods that can be used to prevent pregnancy. These methods can be categorized into two categories. 1. Natural methods. 2. Unnatural methods. Natural methods of family planning include abstinence, safe period method or rhythm method, and withdrawal. Abstinence involves avoiding sexual activities. This method is most suitable for young people who are not married. Abstinence as a method of birth control is 100% effective in preventing pregnancy and sexually transmitted diseases. This method is free. It has no harmful side effects to the body. It might not be suitable for couples who are married to abstain. The urge of sexual intercourse may make it hard to abstain for long periods of time. Safe period method is a birth control method that involves tracking the menstrual cycle in order to identify the days when a woman is fertile and can get pregnant and the days when a woman is not fertile and cannot get pregnant. This method is based on the fact that a woman is not fertile on all her menstrual cycle days. There are certain days in which the chances of pregnancy are high, while there are other days when the chances of pregnancy are very low. Using this method, you are expected to keep track of your menstrual cycle, counting the first day of menstrual bleeding as day 1. Day 8 to day 19 are considered to be fertile days. During these days, the chances of pregnancy are very high. In order to prevent pregnancy, a woman is expected to abstain from sexual activities during these days or use a condom. A couple can have unprotected sex from day 1 to 7 and as from day 20 until the next bleeding begins. Cycle beads or a calendar can be used to track and mark a woman's fertile and infertile days. There are also smartphone apps such as Natural Cycle, Daisy, and iCycle beads that can be used to track a woman's fertile and infertile days. This method is suitable for women with a regular period and a menstrual cycle that is 26 to 32 days long. Women with cycles outside this range should use a different method of family planning to prevent pregnancy. After childbirth, women must wait for 6 regular periods before using this method. This method is 95% effective in preventing pregnancy when used correctly. 5 out of 100 women who use this method correctly for 1 year are likely to get pregnant. In order for this method to be effective, it requires consistent and accurate record keeping. It is important for both couples to be involved in the process. This method is free. It has no harmful side effects to the body. This method is not suitable for people with irregular periods. This method is also not suitable for women with menstrual cycles that are less than 26 days or more than 32 days. This method does not provide protection for sexually transmitted diseases such as HIV/AIDS, chlamydia, and gonorrhea. It is likely for errors to occur during the process of tracking safe period, since menstrual cycle may change due to factors such as illness, stress, and use of certain medication. Withdrawal is also another birth control method that involves a man pulling out his penis out of a woman's vagina before ejaculation occurs during sexual intercourse. This method prevents pregnancy by keeping away sperms from the vagina so that they can't swim to the female egg and cause pregnancy. This method is 72% effective and works best when a man has a high level of self-control, experience, and knowledge of his body, so that he is able to know when he is about to ejaculate and pull out of the vagina on time so that no sperms enter the vagina. The effectiveness of withdrawal also depends on communication between partners before and during sex. This method is free. It has no harmful side effects to the body. This method does not provide protection from sexually transmitted diseases such as HIV/AIDS, chlamydia, and gonorrhea. Nervousness and sexual interruption may reduce pleasure during sex. The effectiveness of this method depends on a man's experience, ability to predict ejaculation, and use self-control. This method may be less effective if the man is under the influence of alcohol or drugs. There is also the risk that a man may release sperms without knowing. During sex, prior to ejaculation, the penis releases a colorless fluid which sometimes carries sperms that might enter the vagina and cause pregnancy.